mayo, white dudes.
Three-ball mayo, white dudes.
Three-ball mayo,
White dudes.
and Patrick.
And Patrick. Yeah.
Ball mayo.
Three-ball mayo. Three-ball mayo, white dudes.
And Patrick. Three-ball mayo, white dudes and Patrick. Welcome. You're listening to Passages. We're one man down this week, and it is weather related. Jason is prepared. We are in the bunker.
I've got my helmet on, fellas.
This is the Passages
Dangerous
bunker.
times here.
Jimmy Spann would be so happy right now.
Jimmy Spann. That's James Spann, the renowned weatherman, right?
Charlatan. I mean, weatherman.
Charlatan.
I'm pretty sure the rock in my yard is predicting weather better than he is
Maybe
today.
the only one today who didn't try to shut the city down.
I don't know, because of what they said in the news, they were shutting schools
what
down.
they said, not what.
Well, they,
Yeah,
I mean, meteorology is he.
Well, I went to James Spann this afternoon.
Yes.
As I was trying to
As schools
decide
shut
how
down.
to
Yeah.
whether we should have services tonight. I was talking with the elders and our guest speaker, and it was James Spann who convinced me that we were going to be okay tonight.
What time was that?
It was probably 2:30 this afternoon.
So after the 1 o'clock dismissal.
Yeah.
So did he have it right? Did he, Patrick?
I don't think he was the one calling. I think he was actually saying this is going to be a lot of nothing in Birmingham.
I know you
It
have a
stays
beef
south.
with James Spann, but two things. Number one, we're trying to
Fear-
pick up followers, not lose followers. And you're not
Fear-mongerer.
helping us on that
Yeah.
with your
I don't think
war
I
against
don't
James
think
Spann.
James is.
I don't know. Anytime he pulls off that coat and has on suspenders,
Yeah.
everybody runs.
When there's a tornado.
I mean, I'm wearing a helmet. I guarantee you my mom's wearing a helmet right now, just in case. I'm surprised she didn't wear it into church tonight.
I don't know what to say.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
it
Well,
is funny.
I'm going to leave this on
Look,
for safety. I
look,
mean, what,
I'm
guys,
not mad,
we're flying
Jason,
the
just
missing man
disappointed.
formation tonight
Yeah.
because of the weather threat.
Well, okay. Back in my day, which is a little later than y'all's day, but
Okay.
we
That hurts a
used
little bit. That hurts.
we used to call it rain.
That's what they called it in my day too.
Yeah.
So when
it's
did
funny.
we get to weather alert? for
We
some
never
rain?
miss school
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
What do they call it? An event?
An event now.
There's a weather event.
Do they even make them go in the hallway and put a textbook over there? They don't have textbooks.
Don't
No,
have
they can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna.
They have Chromebooks.
And the
they
Chromebooks,
cost
static
money.
electricity, the lightning might strike. It's the whole thing.
Does this helmet make me look fast? Fast, not fat. I said fast.
No.
Okay.
The only thing that make you look fast is the sound of the ghost in the building at night.
Oh, yeah.
I am convinced
That will make you look
that
fast.
my head is about a half to a full size bigger than Sam's because this helmet is really squeezing.
It's a
I'm going to
big
have to
helmet.
take it off. Yeah. Now, if I hear a siren at any point, though, not that we're supposed to listen to sirens. I listen, James. I'm not dependent on the sirens. Okay. I have my app up. Okay. My app is up. I'm good.
We're not even live. It's like you'll hear this tomorrow if he's a listener. And
Yeah. And
And he's not listening.
Yeah.
start a campaign against us and we're through.
well,
We're
hold on a
finished.
minute though.
No, but we might get some airtime by just mentioning his name.
Jason, what if we do a good enough job tonight and he hears it tomorrow and then he advertises passages on the Alabama Weather Network?
Look, if he even says
would
something
be
bad
huge.
about at the Passages podcast, we're going to get some hits. And it's not going to be any worse than being called three bald Mayo white guys, Patrick.
Speaking of that,
And you're not even one of the bald Mayo white guys,
know.
obviously.
I know.
They left you out.
I am very hurt by that.
You should be.
I'm so hurt. I wrote a song about it.
I got to
Or
hear
a
this.
dozen songs.
I wrote a lot of songs about it. Do y'all want to hear one?
Yes.
I'd like to hear 10 or 12.
All right.
This may be all we do tonight.
Here's the first one.
Take me back
Got
to
a
the 90s.
Back to the
90s vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of like she feels the same way I do about that appellation.
Well, at least we got you worked in
Yeah.
on this one. YouTube commenters left you totally out.
They did. I was hurt. I was hurt in our first negative.
I don't think I'd be hurt by being left out of that insult.
I think I was just more hurt about.
But he's the most mayo of us all.
I am. I think that's what I'm most worried about.
It's incredible how good that
It's
sounds.
just you've got beautiful
Yeah,
hair.
look, I spent all weekend recording, Drew.
I didn't know you could get your voice to sound like that.
I also did a little country rendition.
This is gonna be good. It's got that nasal quality.
Here it comes.
3-ball male white dudes. 3-ball male white
He's got like
He's got the
some
gospel
rhythm and
choir
blues,
behind
yeah.
him.
white dudes.
This is a mashup.
Patrick.
Well done, sir.
Three-ball male white dudes and Patrick.
Okay, that's my favorite one so far.
I tried to channel a little gangsta.
Okay.
3-ball male white dude.
Be careful.
I need you to save that one for later too.
3-ball male white dude and Patrick.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
3-ball male white dudes. And Patrick.
That's good.
Okay. How about this one? I tried to have a little. I think they call this glam rock. Little
Okay.
Elton John.
Okay. Yeah, it's got Elton John.
Yeah.
I've seen him
Vibe,
live
the piano.
in concert.
Of course, our Elton John enthusiast is not here tonight. Tim Layton. Oh, yeah.
Three-ball male white dude. 3-ball male white dude.
Wow.
I put the air on 65 and it's gone up a degree.
It's not low enough. I'm sweating over here.
Well, all that
You don't
creative
think we'll
energy.
get sued by the person who made the comment? He hasn't copywritten or
can't.
trademarked
No,
three bald male
No.
white
Nope.
dudes.
Put it out in the ether.
No, but it just shows if you criticize us, we will make a mockery of you.
Well, that was the only part of his comment we could repeat. The rest
Yeah.
of it was
It
it was
was-
a little vulgar.
It was a little.
A little laced
Little
with
sharp.
profanity.
Yeah. I spent most of the weekend trying to perfect the gospel choir sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of these, and I don't remember now which one was my favorite. So
You sent us a lot.
I did, and I
over
don't.
the
Four or
weekend.
five, yeah.
I liked. I think we should use it for bumper music at least
Oh, for
occasionally, if not every single episode.
for sure.
One of the gospel ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're spectacular.
I'm just gonna pick one and hope that it's good.
If it's not, the evening is ours.
It is. We'll just play a whole bunch of them.
telling you, if we could talk over this.
Yeah.
Welcome to Passages, a podcast about nothing and everything.
This isn't good.
Sounds like Barbara Streisand.
This sounds like the Freed Hardeman Choir.
Yeah. Shriek.
All right, let's try this one.
This one's headed in the right direction, I think.
You didn't know it had the voice of an angel, did
It's
you?
emotional.
Giving me the vapors.
Those are tears of sweat, Jason.
It is. It's warm in here.
So sad. That's how I feel about being a bald man
Guys,
in America.
chances are I'm going out first. Will y'all play this one at my funeral?
I think she's got a thing for you, Patrick.
Is this Hillsong?
Yeah. So it sounds- If it was Hillsong, it'd be like
is Unbroken
25 minutes
next?
long, and they'd say it over and over and over and over and over again.
All right, let's try one more gospel choir and see if I can find like the actual.
Yeah, there was
choir
one that had hand claps in it or
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe just as a show of how good we are, we'll pick a random music genre and generate.
I just appreciate you saying we are, because you've done all this
Yeah.
work.
And thank you
It's
for
your
including
talent.
us finally.
Well, you know. All right. So
Even though you're not a bald Mayo white dude.
it's just it's one word off. He could have dropped the bald word and included me, and I would have felt so much better about myself.
Yes. That's because you have beautiful hair.
Thank you.
I haven't heard this one.
Is that Kristen Aguilera?
Kristen Aguilera.
Christina? Told you.
That might be a little Whitney in there.
Aretha. I like it's almost like a children's choir. This one's more hopeful, inspiring.
Does not have the funeral feel.
I can do anything. I feel like I can do this whole podcast tonight.
You're listening to Passages, a podcast about nothing and everything.
Ooh.
And Patrick.
Well, what is I don't know. Pick your favorite music genre and let's see what we
Well,
can
it
do.
wouldn't be my favorite.
I want to do
will-
funniest music genre.
All right.
Hey, what? Yeah. What if I just want to see what it can do? What if
Yeah.
you typed in Weird Al Yankovic
Polka.
or polka? Something just
Polka. I'll try
or
polka.
both. Do both.
Yeah. I'm
Weird
good
Al
with-
Yankovic playing polka.
Drew, brother Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes.
Brother
After
Al.
all,
Brother Weird. I don't know.
Brother Yankovic.
Okay, this is unfortunate.
No polka.
Oh no.
No, it just shut me off.
Mm.
I guess I used
It's
up all my
probably
Maybe.
credits.
Oh,
Oh, it's probably the tornado.
What happened?
just put your credit card number in there. Don't worry about it.
I've been generating songs all
And you come to your moment.
and I come in here and it does this to me.
And we hit a paywall here.
All right. Well, how about this?
Now it sounds like you're sharing your talents with us. That sounds
know.
like something we would do.
How about this? My favorite genre, since this is already generated, a little punk rock.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard this
one. Yeah.
Finally, a male singer.
There it is, the music drop.
Dudes and Patrick.
See, what's
Very
cool
good.
about that is the phrase three bald male white dudes is very punk.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's like we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care that we never get out in the sun and we have no hair. And I get this weird lump on my head. We don't care.
That was very insensitive of that person to say that about you. All right, how about one more?
Wait, did that person say that about Drew?
Same thing.
No.
Oh,
Talking about him being bald, and now right, yeah.
He doesn't know you have a condition.
No.
Well, not if he doesn't listen to passages.
Oh, he obviously listens long enough to know that he doesn't like our discussion on donuts.
Yeah. Well, somebody else also said it's kind of weird to argue about which garbage is best.
Yeah. Obviously.
Clearly, that person's first day on the internet was the day they commented on our video.
And obviously, he also has no taste buds.
None.
Well, I like getting trolled. Maybe that's weird.
I do too.
I think it's a lot of fun.
We've had a lot of laughs about this. Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but they're having fun.
Yeah, we should have fun with it. All right, one more and we'll move on.
Okay.
This one's labeled blues guitar.
Okay. A little doo-wop in there with the blues.
Three-ball male white dude. Three-ball male white dude. Three-ball male white dude. Three-ball male white dude. And Patrick. And Patrick.
All of these are good. They're all good.
I'm a big fan. Thank you for working on these, Patrick.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It made me laugh this weekend when you started sending them to us. It's making me laugh tonight.
If you'd like to hear one of those as bumper music, drop a comment. Let us know what your favorite is, and we will pay attention to it.
And if you aren't a normal listener and want to make a comment, we'll turn it into a song.
Yeah,
We
just
sure
keep
will.
it PG.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
Let's not use all those rowdy words.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm going to continue on with a music-themed discussion. So this weekend, my boys, which I'm always, my children, my two male children, my boys, not like, y'all are my boys, but
I understand.
these are my boys. So they came up to me like Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're like, hey, Dad, we're going to Duluth, Georgia Friday night for Bulls, Bands, and Barrels. Would you like to come? It's like my one, not, I guess, an adult child and my teenage son invites me to do something with them. First of all, that's earth shattering.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's big.
It got me up in my feels a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like bulls. I like rodeos. Barrel racing's okay. And I love music. What can go wrong at Bulls, Bands, and Barrels in Duluth, Georgia? Not a lot, if you ask me. Taylor met a guy, his name is Nace, through the
Nace?
Nace, Nace, and he's on a podcast called Everything Rodeo. And they met in Fort Worth, Texas years ago at a PBR National Finals, and they became somehow or another friends. Nace is in his mid-20s. It's because Taylor makes friends with anybody.
Yeah.
Well, Nace hooked us up. He was like, Taylor, if you can come to Duluth, Taylor's been to 2 of these events now. He went to Gonzales, Louisiana last month to see this event, different concert. Nace got him in, got us 3 VIP passes to this, which gets us in the door.
Nice.
And when the bands start, you're in the VIP section, which means you are literally standing against the stage. I mean, it's really a cool thing. So Nace, really nice guy. I really have a lot of respect for him. He goes about life in a good way. Cool guy. But Nace got us tickets. So we get there, we get in the event, and the bulls are starting. So it's bull riding. Number one, if you're going to have a big event like this, bulls, bands, and barrels, let's find some bull riders that can stay on bulls. The bulls won almost every time. People were being bucked off rapidly. So after that, they went to barrel racing. Barrel racing was fun. They had maybe 10, 12 competitors, so that went by pretty quickly. And then they had the championship round for the bull riders, which involved the guys that had stayed on the longest, 6 guys that had stayed on the longest to crown the champion for the event. I don't think anyone ever rode the 8 seconds, which is odd for a bull riding event. The goal is to ride the bull. If you don't do it, it's not good. Well, once that was over, it's about 8 o'clock, 8:30 maybe getting to be 8:45. And they start setting up for the bands. And I texted Taylor because I couldn't remember the first group's name. The first guy's name, and I'm going to quote Taylor, Zach John King or something like that. I guess he meant something like that. Something like that. Really new kind of country music singer. Grew up in Fayetteville, Georgia, which is in the backyard of where I grew up, really close to where I grew up. So that was kind of a cool connection. He did a pretty good show. We're standing 4 people back from the stage. Number one, I'm too old to stand that close to the stage.
Volume.
Oh, it was so loud.
Yeah.
The bass drum, I could feel it. I started turning into an old man. As I looked around, I'm pretty sure I was one of the oldest people that close to the stage. But I had my VIP pass on. My kids were right there. We were having the blast. Well, they had told me about the second act. I'd never heard of him, but I love music, and I thought, this is what I need to listen. This will be fun. I'm hanging out with my kids. It's live music. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't know that I want any of our listeners to go and look this act up and listen to his music because I don't recommend it. But let's just say we went from kind of the new, kind of cutting, the newer country music to what I would refer to as pretty hard rap.
Oh.
And
At a rodeo.
At a rodeo. So they bring out the next act and the DJ's up on stage. And look, I thought the country music was allowed.
Yeah.
When they started cranking up the bass and getting the music playing and the DJ was playing, it got insanely loud. I could feel, like, I'm not sure that I have fillings left in my teeth. We were rattling that much. Guys, I have never endured an hour-long performance, VIP section that close to the stage, and felt so uncomfortable.
What? Okay, was it like country songs that were rap?
So this person is from Texas and has collaborated with multiple artists.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's collaborated with like Post Malone, L. Langley, a couple of these other newer stars, and he's got good music. I'll tell y'all all off air, and then I'll show you some video footage, and it's going to make it even funnier. But about halfway through the show, his shirt came off.
Oh.
And this young man needs to have it on. I think we looked it up. He's 27, 28 years old. Shirtless. It'd be like me on stage. Actually, it was worse than me on stage, shirtless.
Dad bod?
Not really dad. More like, oh.
Oh, okay.
But
now
so
the crowd is a rodeo crowd. Are they into this
these
guy?
people, my kids knew these songs, which Taylor, Sam, I'm a little disappointed in you that you knew those songs.
Take their Spotify account away from them for a few weeks.
Can you text me the artist name real quick?
I don't know if you can find anything to play, but absolutely.
All right.
So the rodeo has I guess you would call him a bouncer, security guard that was up on stage. And this is the main reason I want to tell this story, other than it was just one of those funny, awkward moments with your children. I'm just going to send it to the passages chat. So the security guard is standing up on the corner of the stage in the back, arms crossed, very angry looking. I came to find out later why he's angry looking, but he has a tough job. So
oh yeah, that dude should not have taken his shirt off.
Yeah, I told you. About halfway through the performance, someone threw a beverage on stage. Now, first of all, we've already seen somebody get dragged off by the police. Yes, somebody gets dragged off by the police. So this is a little rougher crowd than Jason is used to.
Yeah.
I mean, now if it's a middle school basketball game and the police are involved, I'm all on board for that. But concerts make me nervous when the police show up. Especially when I'm standing room only and I can't move because I've got so many people around me. But somebody threw their beverage up on stage and the security guard did not like it. And he came flying up to the front of the stage and got up on, they had panels all the way around the arena, livestock panels. And he got up on the edge of the panel and was pointing at the guy and trying to throw him out. And the guy was ignoring him. So the security guard jumped into the crowd to get this guy. And when he jumped from the panel, he totally disappeared.
Oh, into the crowd?
You could not see him in the crowd. And then when you saw him, when he got to the guy, because the guy was standing from, as close as you and I, Patrick, the security guard was a little person. And I was not prepared for that.
What?
This guy had
You couldn't tell while he was on stage?
Well, I knew he was a little shorter looking, but from the back corner of the stage, he's standing there by himself. There was no reference around him, right? Nobody was standing. But that dude hauled that man out of there, drug him out the show.
And he's a lot smaller than the man he's dragging.
Oh, yeah. But he is a lot more jacked than the guy. His arms were huge. And then about 5 minutes later, he's back on stage, arms crossed, angry look.
So he got the guy out.
I have never been so intimidated by another person in my life. Like I didn't want to make eye contact with him. I was like, if he sees me, he's going to throw me out.
What was he wearing? Was he like dressed?
Blue jeans.
Okay.
I'm talking Patrick Swayze kind of jeans. These were a little bit tight.
Mm-hmm.
They may have been Jordache. I'm not sure. A tight fitting olive drab colored shirt, which accentuated his
physique,
built but little muscles, and a fanny pack, which is not really intimidating.
Unless it has a gun
Yeah, a
in
fanny
it.
pack.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, well, maybe he's got, because I'd already told the boys, I was like, I guarantee you that dude's security. And they were like, Dad, he's a roadie. He's just here moving stuff. It's like, no, he's got too angry of a face, a scowl, and he's watching the crowd. I said, he's security. Well, then it happened, and he got on that dude like a spider monkey. I ain't joking.
Good.
He
I
drugged
like
him.
seeing that.
They were throwing people out of that place left and right. So if you were misbehaving, you were gone. But it was an interesting weekend. The concert finished at 11. We were at the Bremen Waffle House at midnight, roughly. Got home at about 2 a.m. So it was a long night.
Can we go back for just a second?
You may go back anywhere you'd like, sir.
Okay. Bulls, bands, and barrels.
Bulls, bands, barrels.
I feel a little bit like bands might have been a little strong because there was
a band.
There was a band and then a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, bulls, bands, and barrels is very country genre. You would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect.
You would think of
hip hop artists,
right? But the hip hop artist was the headliner.
Oh yeah.
Really?
The country guy you were talking about
He was the
the
opener.
opening act.
40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then the other dude was there for at least an hour.
Also,
the noise got so loud at one point, I just lost all context of time and place.
yeah, you just
I was just like, please,
you could
make
just
it
like
stop.
see the strings of the universe.
Yeah,
inside
it was. Yeah.
And then lastly, you are very correct. Cannot show anything this guy makes.
No. There's no, and that's why I'm not saying his name. I was talking about
Yeah.
this with my family,
Well,
and I said I want to bring this up, and they're like, "You can't say his name,"
You
and I'm
should
like,
not say his name.
and I told them, then why are you listening to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he
I mean-
collaborates with some cool singers. Oh, so it's okay to be ugly if you're collaborating? No,
Yeah.
boys, you know who you are. Turn that filth off.
It wouldn't be hard to go find who this was, but this is a family show.
I am going to tell you this. I am sore from at least every 4 minutes. It was put your hands up and do
yeah.
this. And guys, I'm
They're
really out of shape.
requiring that.
Well, I don't guess they required it, but who wants
You don't
to
want to
be
stick
the
out.
I already stick out. I'm the old dude.
True.
I mean,
True.
all these other people are, in their 20s, and here I am pushing 50.
I'm also very interested in the wardrobe not malfunction, the wardrobe choice that you talked about, where he chose to remove his wardrobe.
Well, it was practically removed when he walked out. It was a
Okay.
cut off flannel
Oh.
shirt that was already open.
Okay, wait. So flannel and the sleeves were cut off. So he was trying to be a little.
Well, he's from Texas.
A little
I think
country.
that's his.
Yeah.
I think that's his side.
Well, that's a Texas thing, mashing things up, because Beyonce, she's done a country album. I think she's from Texas.
Yeah.
And this combination thing, it's not working, but people are still doing it. Well, I say that, but
Yeah.
they're very successful.
My advice to all our passengers out there, if your children invite you to go to something that has a concert, maybe do a little more research than hear a song on the way there and think this is going to be rough. Because if you hear it on Spotify and you think this is going to be rough, when it's live, it's even worse.
And you're trapped.
And just
what do you do?
And disappointed in your children the whole time.
You know,
of course, I didn't leave, but how do you get out?
VIP pass. So did you meet this person?
No. But I did.
Did you introduce yourself?
No, not at all. But it was really cool. Afterwards, Nace took us back to the backstage, kind of where the production stuff goes on. He does their videography, photography, a lot of their marketing stuff. And we kind of hung out back there talking to him while he was packing up some of their equipment. So, I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was a neat thing. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I don't know that I would consider the first part of the concert was okay. The second act, I love all genres of music, so I thought, but that one just didn't.
I'm looking at a few lyric.
No, Patrick, your eyes are too young.
Well, no, because what I wanted to know was,
don't mess with Texas.
Is it like,
that's all I'm saying.
Is it like he's taking what would be a country song about trucks and dogs and my girlfriend?
No, he's just straight up hip hop.
Yeah. Okay.
I have at least one recording I can play for you.
I'm trying really hard to make him fit the theme.
It did not.
Yeah.
That's the point of the story is it didn't fit.
And it was for a nearly 50-year-old guy. It was not, I've seen a lot of concerts, a lot of live music.
Yeah. Now, as a guy who tries to keep up with his kids in this kind of way, I have a question. Did you stand the whole night, or were you sitting for the rodeo and then you go up to the stage?
We
for the
sat
concert?
during the rodeo, and then after the rodeo, they opened up the floor, so you got out on the dirt, and the stage was at one end, so you went down to that end.
The two concerts, you stood for that whole thing
for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I recommend sitting up with the other old people, because I'd look up there into the upper deck and I'm like, oh, there's a pawpaw and he's sitting up there just he's
smarter than me.
Do you think he was excited about the headliner?
Hey, it was loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if people were excited, frightened, having fun. I don't know, but it was loud, very loud. And I will say, from a pure entertainment value, not necessarily because I liked the music, but because it was more of a spectacle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like at the end, I wanted him to say, "Were you not entertained?" But it was a little entertaining.
Very entertained.
I don't know that I'm going to ever see him live again.
Doesn't sound like you're interested.
And even though the first dude was from Fayetteville, Georgia, probably won't see him live again unless he just opens for another band that I like or something.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. I just wanted to share that life experience. And maybe you've got older children that like concerts and music. You have older children that like concerts and music. Do your homework, boys. Do your homework.
Yeah. This cautionary tale. Yep. We should all listen.
A tale as old as time.
That's right. So I want to do a little update on our segment on aliens. I don't remember if that was last week or the week before, but we recently talked about this theory that there are aliens and that the aliens are not really extraterrestrials from other planets, but they are demons from other dimensions, supernatural beings. And we opened that up a little bit and talked about the unlikelihood of that, my skepticism toward that point of view, but it's a growing point of view. And then this week, there's a lot more news out on this, so we're going to talk about it. First of all, we'll start here. Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, says that the UFO files or UAP files, whatever you want to call them, that the government has are on his desk to be declassified.
Why would the FBI be in charge of that?
I don't know.
Anyway, go on.
I don't know. X-Files, those guys were FBI, weren't they?
Yeah, but anyway, go on.
A special division of the FBI. I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather them be trying to end this war or something like that. But They are focused on, and some would argue that
That is a
maybe
good
this
point,
is
Drew.
a distraction to keep the war out of the headlines. But everybody is, you keep hearing the buzzword disclosure. There is going to be a disclosure. And I think what that means is we're going to find out finally, once and for all, that there is evidence of life on other planets.
Well, they've been very consistent in disclosing things. I mean, we now know the story
Sure.
behind JFK. We know everything behind the Epstein files.
Got all the Epstein
All these
files.
things have been disclosed to us. So
Kash Patel says it. Hey, his track record is so good on this. We're going to know about aliens here
I'm
tomorrow.
sure that soon we will have the answer to this.
Did you guys look at any of the
about it.
JFK documents?
No.
No.
Well, there wasn't even much to see. It was all Sharpie.
Yeah, I was going to
Just-
say,
just-
when you redact everything,
Right,
it's
yeah.
hard to read then.
Yeah, look, we will release everything redacted.
It's kind of like those shirts you see where everything's blotted out except for the government.
Yeah.
The government is here to help or something
Yeah.
like that.
You got to protect the victims in the Kennedy assassination, Jason.
No,
That's
the
what
Secret
redaction,
Service
you gotta
was
protect
supposed to be protecting the victims. Yeah. Kind of.
So anyway,
Y'all whiffed on
Kash
that one.
Patel comes out and says this, and so everybody's going crazy, expecting we're going to have proof of life on other planets. And then there are these religious people that we talked about a little bit on a previous episode who are connecting the dots between aliens and demons. And one guy's been all over the internet today. This is a viral video. It's about 2 minutes long. I'd like for us to look at it, and maybe that can show you the kind of hype that's going on regarding aliens/demons.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures, and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
They almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
Guys, I was so busy paying attention to what that travesty is that's on the shoulders of his shirt that I couldn't even listen to the whole
shirt
thing.
ought to make you discredit him
mean,
straight off the bat.
Look, I'm all about shirts that are cool, but number one, that's not cool. Number two, run the collar by an iron. Just run the collar by an iron. That's all
and
I
I have to do this, and I know it doesn't matter to anybody in this room or in the world but me, but it's not Orson Welles, it's H.G. Wells. Orson Welles didn't write books. He directed movies. H.G. Wells is the one who wrote the sci-fi books. So
He doesn't know that, but he does
He
know
doesn't.
that they're about to disclose something about reptilian. So if they're
Strange reptilian creatures.
from other worlds, then you can't say they're reptilian. You might say they're reptile-like. But reptilian doesn't make sense, right?
Well, it's
Unless
so,
it's a race of reptiles.
so there are other videos,
sorry.
and some people have looked into this meeting.
Thank you for withstanding me to the
there's
face.
a whole planet of nothing but snakes.
You know
I
who's
do
never
not
going
want
there?
to go there.
Indiana
Me.
Jones. Snakes. It's always snakes.
Right. The only thing Indiana was afraid of. So to make sure you caught all this, he attended a meeting with a lot of other pastors.
And the government.
Other sources,
And the government.
right? Other sources say this was at an Airbnb in Tennessee, of
Yeah.
course. And there were
the
other.
finest Airbnb
How do you
They
put
said
it?
government can
somebody
afford.
named Donald Trump was there to talk
not
to
gonna
him
say his
about
name.
it.
No, it just says members of the U.S. government.
Oh, okay.
And their finest Airbnb.
That could have
And
been the
others.
guy from Parks and Recreation. I'm just saying.
It could be the dog catcher and others. He said, I'm not going to share any names. And when you get to the bottom of this, he doesn't tell us anything. And the whole point of the meeting was these people from the government supposedly had this meeting to tell the pastors, you need to prepare your people for the disclosure of alien life. Now, what I'm going to tell you, this is going to be
It's working because
absolute
we're
nothing.
talking about it.
When it comes out, it's going to be like the Epstein files and the Kennedy files and all this other stuff. They just keep telling us there's something there. Just get ready. It's coming out. It's coming out.
No.
And nothing ever comes out. We already know what there is to know, which is nothing. There's people who say they've seen things, strange things they can't explain. We don't know what that is.
Well, I saw a strange thing this last weekend I couldn't explain, but I just
Yes.
assumed it was worldly.
There may have been some demon involvement
it
there.
was otherworldly.
I guess the fear is that if there's proof of life on other planets, we talked about this, that people's faith would be shattered because the Bible really doesn't seem to leave room for that. But, you know, we had a brother in Christ, Victor Glover, go out into space, and he was there. And I know he didn't go to Andromeda or whatever, but he went out there and he said, there's nothing out here. And that's apparently to an astronaut, when you go out there, it becomes even more plain than it is when you're living down here, how empty and void of life outer space is. That's what we're going to find in these files. There's going to be just enough to keep the conspiracy theorists wanting more, but there's not going to be anything in these files.
Well, and no self-respecting person chooses goatee over beard in 2026.
Yeah.
I can't take him as a credible person right now because it doesn't look like a beard.
I'm sure we have friends with a goatee.
And I
That's going to
stand.
be offended by your statement.
I'm standing by my statement.
In this picture,
Look, as a former wearer of the goatee, that's so 2005. Okay.
in this picture, circa 2008 that I'm looking at, same goatee. So he's been doing this for a while.
Well, you get something that works and you stick with it.
Yep.
Do you think if, the Trump knows what's in these files, Kash Patel knows what's in these files, do you think that if they had information about life on other planets, that they'd be talking about the Strait of Hormuz and
I really think Trump
the
couldn't sit on
economy?
it. He would talk about it. He would want to be the one that breaks the story.
would he have time to worry about gas prices and things like that?
I wish he would worry
This
about
is-
gas prices.
Yeah, I wish he would. But this is a pretty big thing if there's life on other planets. And also I'm tired of this whole thing that, it's like Bigfoot. They're out there. There's plenty of evidence. No, if there was intelligent life on other planets, reptilian creatures, we would have seen one. We'd have a good picture of one by now.
30 years
They
ago.
wouldn't be hiding from us. They'd be destroying us, eating us, or something.
30 years ago when we were in college, our early adult lives, Patrick in diapers.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. You're not
And
that
probably so.
It's close. I can understand if we didn't have evidence for these things. But for the last, when did iPhones come out?
2008?
2008.
So
Seven,
let's say,
eight?
just to round up, the last 20 years, everyone has walked around with a really nice functioning camera in
Basically.
their pocket.
And constantly
If
filming
Bigfoot,
everything.
aliens, alien spacecraft existed, we would have something other than blurry Polaroid pictures
Yes.
of them.
Let's also just talk about this guy,
Yes, please.
Perry Stone.
Perry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Is that his
off.
real name?
It appears to be his real name. Full government name, Perry Fred Stone Jr.
Okay.
He's a bit of a conspiracy
Oh, he's a nut.
theory propagandaist.
I got to look this guy.
Did I get all those words right?
He's
I think?
probably making some pretty good money doing this stuff.
So in December of 2015, he claimed ISIS had placed sleeper cells across the southeastern United States. In 2018,
Wait, does that make him a conspiracy theorist?
yes.
Oh, okay. Let's just check.
I
I'm
don't
checking
know.
for a
In
friend.
2018, he claimed once again, or once before, that a government intelligence officer possessed the true knowledge of the Watergate scandal. And if the truth came out, it would destroy the Democratic Party. In 2018, he claimed to have information about several or tens of thousands of emails that proved the Democratic Party conspired with Russia to defeat Donald Trump in 2016. He also claimed in 2020 that COVID-19 was God's punishment for abortion, lack of prayer in schools, and same-sex marriage. Dude's kind of a nut job.
Yeah.
I'm going. I think
he
so.
gets attention this way. He makes money this way.
Yeah. I wonder if he truly thinks he's sat in a room of government officials.
Like, is he truly just delusional?
Well, there are other so-called pastors who say they were also at this meeting. I just chose one video out of
maybe
a
they
number of
were
them.
maybe they were actually at a meeting.
Well, he's had this. According to this, he's had some prophetic visions too about significant events.
Sure.
I find it really difficult to believe that the government would go to anyone and say, in a religious manner, we're about to drop something that could break your religion.
Yeah, prepare your people.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything in my inbox. I didn't get an invitation. So, I mean, that's my proof right there.
Yep.
All right, I'd like to move on to a little AI news. Not news, but just thoughts on AI. We keep track of AI on this podcast. It's one of the major services we do for our people.
We would never use it to write songs, though, right, Patrick?
Those are copyrighted and recorded in the Passages studio.
Those are the Passages musicians.
That's right.
We've had live music on the show
We have.
before.
We-
If you
look,
need your proof, just go back and look
That's
at
right. Unlike that
Episode
other guy,
100.
we've got proof of what
Yeah.
we do.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't even know this was controversial. I thought everybody understood that was
Yeah,
our musicians.
that's right.
AI is really fascinating. There is a list here. You know, we just don't know where it's going. That's the fear. We are afraid of a Terminator situation,
Oh, Skynet's coming
Skynet.
for real. For real.
So I've got here from Max Tegmark's book, Life 3.0, Being Human in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. Potential futures based on how super intelligent AI is developed and its relationship with humans. So it's a little long. It's 12, but these are interesting. 12 possible scenarios of where this is headed. Okay. Number one, libertarian utopia. A decentralized world where AI brings a post-scarcity economy and humans are free to pursue their own goals. This is what we have heard Elon Musk talk about. What did he call it? A high income, universal high income is what he talks about all the time. We won't need to work anymore, but you know, AI is going to make it to where we're all wealthy. Everybody, baseline is wealthy. That's the libertarian utopia. Utopias have never worked in the past, so I'm a little pessimistic about that one. Number two, the benevolent dictator. AI acts as a steward, ensuring peace and high living standards but restricting human freedoms to prevent self-destruction.
That's what they thought when they created Skynet.
We're getting closer to that one.
Yeah.
I think that one's got more. I think that
More
one so
potential.
far has got more potential.
Yep.
Number 3, egalitarian utopia, a highly advanced society where AI ensures equal prosperity and private property is abolished in favor of shared abundance. That's a lot like
also
number 1.
known as communism.
It kind of sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Do I
gonna
Which,
have my
as it turns out, does not lead to utopia.
Correct.
or people having abundance.
No, that's right. Well, the leaders, the
The
corrupt
AI
leaders.
would have abundance,
Yeah.
but
Number 4, gatekeeper. An AI is created specifically to prevent the development of any other more dangerous AI, acting as a permanent guardian.
no,
Who watches the watcher?
Yeah.
Nope.
not happening.
Nope.
Number 5, protector god.
Oh,
A superintelligent AI acts as a passive protector, preventing major catastrophes but allowing humans full autonomy.
But how does it prevent major catastrophes? If it sees you're doing something that is going to create a catastrophe,
What if you're the catastrophe?
You're gone.
it's
yeah.
not
We all
gonna
get a
be-
chip in our head and
Yeah, and
we're
it-
zapped. Yep.
yep, lights
Nope.
out.
Okay.
He unplugs you.
Also, how?
You seen The Matrix?
Yeah, right. Also, borderline benevolent dictator.
It is.
Matrix.
It is.
Also prevents catastrophes
Who defines what
Like,
a
how do you
catastrophe
prevent a
is?
tornado?
or a hurricane or an earthquake or a volcano or, I mean, maybe you could prevent.
Well, you turn off George Bush's weather machine is what you do.
Yeah. Maybe you could prevent in some macro scale like famine or something if you're,
Maybe.
but
But how do you define a catastrophe?
right.
Because a financial collapse is a catastrophe,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not a natural disaster. It's not force majeure.
Yeah. I'm just more wondering in that mode or in that, what were these?
Protector god.
That like, I mean, it can't protect you from all catastrophes. So that one falls apart for me.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Still
Number
on number
6,
Yeah.
enslaved god.
Oh.
Humans maintain strict control over a superintelligent AI, using it to produce unimaginable technology and wealth.
We're not that
two.
smart.
Nope.
That's
Also-
what I think a lot of people are hoping for.
Yeah.
We're also too selfish. It just takes one person
That's what I was going to
that
say.
wants total power
Yep.
and they wipe out everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that idea scenario is the word humans.
Yeah. I don't know if
doesn't
you know
match
it, Drew.
what we know
We're
about
a
humans.
little flawed.
Yes.
It's a
Number
little.
7, conquerors. This is sounding more realistic. AI decides humanity is a threat or a nuisance and eliminates us.
Skynet.
Yep. So far 2 and is that 7 or 8?
That's number 7.
Yeah, 2 and 7.
2 and
is
7.
Yeah.
I'm going to write this down.
Number 8, descendants. AI replaces humans, but keeps our culture viewing humans as beloved, albeit inferior, ancestors.
Wait,
so we become
replace-
pets.
Replaces?
No,
humans?
that's coming up.
Oh.
Descendants, the AI are our descendants. They remember us fondly, but we're gone.
But humanity's gone.
And
we're
it's
gone.
just like a self-running
Skynet.
computer or something.
We
That's-
become Neanderthals.
Yeah, that's just. Oh wait, we're still around.
No.
Oh,
No, we're like
we become like the. I see.
Yeah,
I see what
they
you're saying.
see us as the cavemen.
Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't there a movie about that? Was it called AI?
I don't know.
I think there was a movie.
Yeah. Spielberg did a movie called AI,
That does
Yeah.
where
remind
the robot boy,
Haley Joel Osment. Yeah,
he
yeah.
spends like millennia in a ocean or something.
Yeah, trying to remember his mom.
It kind of does remind me though of
Yeah.
one of the Star Trek movies. I can't remember which one, where they go back in time and they're walking through the hospital and they're like mocking how
they go to 20th century
they're
San
mocking
Francisco or
they're
something like
mocking
that.
modern quote unquote modern medicine. And the guy
Yeah.
Bones slips him a pill.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like his
That one was
problems are
funny.
he was talking
Star
about
Trek 4.
dialysis. He's talking about dialysis. That's what
Yeah.
it is. And he gives him, I can't believe we're doing dialysis. And he just gives him a pill and the guy's healed.
AI should not be on Tim's movie watch list. By the way,
No,
No.
not a good.
it's not.
No.
I I think I know what movie he should watch next. I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Number 9, Zookeeper.
Okay,
All right,
that's
this is the one you were thinking.
Yeah.
AI keeps some humans around, potentially in a nature preserve, treating them like zoo animals.
The finest of specimens.
I won't be around.
I think that is very possible.
Hmm?
Number 10, 1984, named after the book. AI is used by a totalitarian government for absolute surveillance and control, restricting progress to maintain power.
2, 7, and 10. I
might
like
ar-
it so
the-
far. We may be there.
We might already be in that one.
We're close to it.
That's
We're
a very
close
likely.
to it.
Yep.
11, Back to the Stone Age. A failed AI attempt results in a catastrophe,
Ooh.
forcing humanity to abandon technology and return to a pre-scientific era.
If only the protector God could save us from this catastrophe.
Oh, the other AI. Yeah.
So now
Number 4.
Now
I
we have
believe.
to make another AI to prevent that AI's catastrophe.
That is true.
I like number 11.
We go back to
We
the
go
Stone
back to
Age.
pre-scientific era.
But does that end up like, what's the real popular TV series that's out right now where the bombs have gone off and they're coming up?
Paradise?
No, it's on Amazon. I'll look it up.
Okay, you look it up. I'll read the last one. Number 12, simulation. This is the Matrix, I
Matrix.
think. Humans are unknowingly living in a simulation run by an AI.
Are we in a simulation? How would we
That
know?
could have already
How
happened.
would we, yeah.
We'd have no idea. No idea.
We would need Keanu Reeves to.
Fallout. That's the name of
That's
the show.
an
Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's
Post-apocalypse or
Most
dystopian.
sound like number 11.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know, but a lot of dystopian stuff sounds like number 11.
None of them really sound like I'm looking forward to them.
Nope.
No. None of them
Well,
are
the
improvements
realistic
on this world.
ones don't sound like some you look forward to anyway.
No, that's
Yeah.
because they're not good.
No.
I mean, it's somebody's going to use it and abuse it, or they're just going to take over and lights out.
Yeah.
Well, this can be very depressing and scary, which is why I brought the video of Jensen Huang. I think I said his name correctly.
NVIDIA CEO.
Have you heard of this guy? The
Yeah,
CEO of
he's the
NVIDIA?
CEO of NVIDIA.
Really smart guy. Would you agree, Patrick?
Really rich guy.
Because he's smart.
Yes.
He knows about AI and stuff, and he told everybody just calm down,
calm it down.
basically. So we won't play the whole thing, but I
But
wanted
is
to
he
listen
going
to
to be the dictator that's running the program?
Well,
He's like, calm down.
I don't know.
Just
Listen
go
to him,
pay
see what you think.
attention.
There's the things that are said are very counterproductive and in fact hurtful. On the one hand, maybe a scientist thinks that by warning people that AI is going to completely permeate and proliferate across radiology, and therefore radiologists are going to get wiped out. On the one hand, that might be considered warning and therefore helpful, but in fact, the counter would have been hurtful. If we convinced everybody not to be radiologists, and we now need radiologists, that actually is hurtful to society. It is hurtful if we convince all the young college graduates to not be software engineers, and it turns out the United States need more software engineers than ever. That's hurtful. And so we have to be mindful of how we communicate the importance of this technology and what it's able to do to advocate for policy and advocate for guardrails on the one hand. On the other hand, scaring people with things like saying nonsensical things, which are not going to happen, that this is an existential threat to humanity. There's 20% chance that is existential. That's ridiculous. That it's going to wipe out 50% of new college grad jobs. That it's going to completely destroy democracy. I mean, these kind of comments are not helpful. They're not based. They're made by people who are like me, CEOs. And somehow, because they became CEOs, you adopt a God complex, and before you know it, you know everything. And so I think we have to be careful.
All right, that's good. He goes on, and if you're really interested in this topic, you can go online and find that Jensen Huang talking about AI. It's encouraging to hear at least one of these guys calming everybody down a little bit. What was amazing, what made it hard to listen to him, though, was the fact that he was being interviewed by Abraham Lincoln.
That guy on the right.
Abe Lincoln. I wrote it down. I was going to say,
Sorry, I took it, but
you
I
put
just
a
noticed. I was
beard
like,
and a top hat on him.
Yeah.
Even without the top hat,
he cloned Abraham Lincoln to interview him and is trying to tell us to calm down.
I was trying to
Come
get
on.
you to pull the video back up to go to that.
Can you blow it up?
Yeah, it did say memos to the president. Also, that guy looked, how he was sitting looked the most uncomfortable I think I've ever seen someone sit in a chair.
And his
was
hair back
uncomfortable
here
'cause
kind of
I've-
looked like he'd been on the pillow at Ford Theater.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah.
That is, you put a beard on that dude. That's Abraham Lincoln.
There he is.
I cannot believe you said that because I had written that down.
It's so much like Abe Lincoln.
But why
The
is
first
he-
time I watched it, I didn't even watch that guy. I was paying attention to Jensen, but wow.
Yeah.
Memos to the president doesn't help
No.
us forget that. So he
Can
brings
AI draw a beard on him?
I'm sure it could.
He clones Abe Lincoln, Honest Abe, to interview him and is trying to pass this feel-good message on to us about AI. Yeah, right.
I don't like the feel-good message, though.
Well, being honest, I do.
I mean, it's nice to hear. So he's one voice against many that are saying that AI is going to come in and replace a lot of, I guess you would say, college-level jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's truth in that. AI is already starting to replace some of these jobs.
Some, yeah, and there'll always be the jobs that require hands. I mean, until we have like real robots, right?
The trades are, I think they're
yeah.
safe, and I think that's why you're seeing a boost in trade jobs right now compared to.
I think a lot of what and look, you can look across tech news, and I mean there's a layoff that happens every day, it seems. And a lot of those CEOs like Jensen will say we're AI has changed our business and all this, and what a lot of these tech companies are doing is they're making teams smaller, making them use AI. So they're hiring people who know how to use AI in an effective manner. And then the term I heard the other day is they're using these smaller teams to create outsized results, which sounds like some corporate jargon word that really means nothing. But they're looking for like a team of one to be able to manage a team of what they call agents, AI agents, to do work. And that's fine. I think what AI is going to do, I mean, from my perspective and how I work with it, it's going to stop people from thinking, because it's going to, they're going to replace their thinking with the AI and then not be able to reason.
Yeah.
But in the world of it's replacing jobs, yeah, it's starting to. Who knows how long, if that'll last, because I mean, if we have an AI apocalypse and AI collapses in some way, how are we going to go back to functioning like we were?
But I think specifically he's talking about radiology there. There's already technology available in the medical sciences right now through AI where they can scan images. I mean, it's a possible with even in my industry where they can scan images and they're giving you a probability of this is what it is. This is the problem. And
but
yes, you may
still
have someone
needs a human to review it.
For now.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting you brought that one up, because that's the one that people are scaring. They use that as an example to scare us. And he didn't seem concerned at all. He was saying it's more dangerous to be scaring people out of radiology and us wind up not having any radiologists.
Well, and there's already a shortage in healthcare anyway. But he's also a guy that's a multi-billionaire running a tech company
that makes AI.
So of
Chips
course
for
he
AI.
doesn't want to scare people away from it, because if you scare people away from it, then the market drops and his value drops.
He seems to have more credibility with people than some of these other guys, though. And maybe it's because he's not as well known, and I mean, he's pretty well known.
I mean, he's well known, but I think he's sort of a quieter CEO.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw his demeanor there. He's not
He's not
flashy.
in your face. Yeah.
He also built NVIDIA from nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, him and his, I don't know if it was a sibling or his co-founder, but I mean, they built NVIDIA from nothing, and they are arguably the largest graphics chip manufacturer there is, or not arguably, they are, I think.
But I do think he's I don't think it's as bad as some of the naysayers that all college jobs are going to go away. We're going to have a lot of people with degrees with no job. I don't think it's that bad. But I also think it's wise to be cautious with it because, I mean, you're seeing it happen already in the market. And how many years into AI being mainstream are we seeing?
4-ish, 5, somewhere.
But if you're in a technological field, you just have to, you have to deal with change.
Yeah.
I know my brother is in programming, and there are languages that phased out over the course of his career.
Yep.
And there were people that he worked with that had been trained on one language that was totally obsolete.
And they couldn't,
They
they couldn't or didn't
couldn't work
adjust,
in that field anymore.
But they replaced them with people who could speak that language in computer. What they're talking about now is replacing people with an artificial intelligence that doesn't need to sleep. It doesn't need to eat. It can work 24 hours a day.
Well, it does
never
have to
stops.
eat, though. It eats a lot of power.
It does.
It eats a lot of water. The people are already running into technological limitations because these, what do you call them? Data centers are eating up so much resources. So somebody's going to have to provide those resources, and there's programming involved in AI. There's maintenance involved in that. The technology jobs are just changing like they always do.
I think a lot of what, at least in the shorter term, is that we'll see is companies looking for more output with smaller teams, but you're going to see a lot of companies pop up, which can absorb maybe some of the layoff losses. Yeah. The question will just be, it's a bubble that's got to pop somewhere, and so. Where does it pop? And then what is the catastrophe when it does? Because there will something bad will happen.
It's going to be energy.
Yeah, but there'll be some consequences when it does eventually pop.
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
I'm scared now.
All right. Well, don't be scared. I've got. I think this will bring you a little joy to know that. Despite the government not truly confirming aliens, I think if we read between the lines of this, the government has confirmed something yesterday for us.
Okay.
So I have a short little video here, and we'll just watch it real quick. We'll just watch it real quick.
Can you kind of clarify these reports of kamikaze dolphins that we've heard about?
I haven't heard the kamikaze dolphin thing. It's like sharks with laser beams, right?
And I can't confirm or deny whether we have kamikaze dolphins, but I can confirm they don't.
So anytime anyone says I can neither confirm nor deny, they're confirming.
I totally agree.
The U.S. has a fleet of kamikaze dolphins.
Rumor.
And they are patrolling the Strait of Hormuz.
Are they like mine? Because kamikaze comes from the Japanese fighter pilots flying their planes into ships.
Yeah.
Okay. Are these dolphins like swimming into mines?
I think these dolphins are swimming into ships with a
mine strapped
onto them.
We can't do. PETA will not stand for this.
There's a lot of.
Have you seen Flipper? Have you no heart, Patrick Birch?
Hey, what do you say? You point to the ship you want to blow up. Okay, boy, go get it.
Right,
go get it.
Yeah.
And then, boom.
Right. Look, you heard it from the Secretary of War himself.
Are they camouflaged?
Unknown. because we can neither confirm nor deny.
I'm going to work tonight on
existence.
AI drawing me a dolphin soldier. Oh, it's happening. I mean, this thing, it might not be quite as good as Voltron above Trump
Jesus Trump.
as a medical personnel.
Oh,
But
look,
it's going to be pretty good. I think.
we've talked on this show about really smart octopi. We talked
Good proper usage.
Yeah, we talked. You had a whole segment on animal facts and how smart animals can be. Why does this offend or surprise you?
An animal that allows somebody to strap a mine to it is
Yeah.
not a smart animal.
Them swimming and finding the ship, no problem. Blowing Flipper up. Man.
Well, look, maybe
Or the poor dolphin
What a
that had no
mess.
tail. What was that movie?
Maybe Kamikaze. I mean, in the video, it is in quotes. Maybe what they've trained them to do is attach the mine and swim away before it explodes.
Now, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're roadkill in the Strait of Hormuz. Sea kill? Straight kill?
Ooh, good question.
Straight kill.
Straight
I like
kill.
that.
Yeah.
Straight
Sea
kill.
kill.
Sea kill, straight kill.
Ocean kill.
If it happens in, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
We'll
know-
we'll workshop this.
They will just do anything to animal. I'm going to get on the phone with. Can we get some of that music
Let's
that
call
Sarah
Peter
McLachlan
right now.
sings?
Let's call Peter right now.
In the arms of
When we come back,
the
we'll have
angel.
PETA on to interview them about this developing situation about kamikaze dolphins.
Oh.
All right. We'll be back with our passage. How about that? After the break.
Don't understand why you can't settle down with a man, but I can understand why you can't settle down with a man.
Welcome back. Something that we made mention of, but we didn't finish, was Tim's movie assignment. So we have talked. We've got to get a good list to work from, but I believe this would find its way on a lot of lists,
For sure.
It should.
as well as Jurassic Park. And that movie is The Princess Bride.
Yep.
I'm very much looking forward to hearing him review that. Now, I think he said that you said it wasn't really a review, but more of a Tim's retelling of the movie.
I really enjoyed Tim's
synopsis.
the
the way he describes things.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a review. It was more him describing like his understanding of what happened in the movie.
Like Crybaby Girl. He referred to Crybaby.
He
I think-
renamed all the characters, and he got
Which
very
was
frustrated
excellent.
with certain characters.
Right.
I enjoyed it immensely. We
Yeah, I
got
did too.
great feedback on Tim's movie review. So
Yeah.
Well, we're assigning him a movie tonight.
yes,
He'll hear about this when he listens.
And Tim, if you listen to this, we know you won't. But if you listen to this,
Millie listens. So Millie,
tell Tim that if he comes in here and talks negatively about this movie,
well, we don't.
I mean, it would
we
be
don't want to put any
inconceivable
restraints
for
on
him to do that.
Yeah.
But
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
But I mean, he needs to be free to criticize.
Okay,
or
you're
it's
right.
not going to be any
Millie,
good.
I moved to strike. Don't say that to him.
He needs to be.
Seriously,
I
Tim,
can
I'll kill
take
you.
it.
I might
so
cry.
I would say he's got 2 weeks to get this done.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You know, I'd like to hear the review next week, but I can wait.
He did say he needed some time in between.
Well,
Trying to watch a movie a week wasn't going to happen.
Well, this gives him another week, and it'd be 3 weeks from the last one. So
Yeah.
right,
that's enough time.
there's time there.
All right, Tim.
All right. The Princess
You're on
Bride.
notice.
You're on the clock.
Well, as we start tonight's passage, we wanted to introduce a little series we're going to do here on passages for our passages. It's too many. Was that the right number of passages?
Yeah, I think that made sense.
So, we spend a lot of time looking for quotations, passages, and things to bring onto this show. And so we thought it would be fun to do a series of song lyrics.
Each of us bring one song lyric.
So for the next 4 weeks, each of us will pick our, I guess, favorite song lyric or the one that tickles your brain the most, the most clever at the time. Yeah. So I'll start tonight, and this song lyric was written by a guy from one of my favorite bands. His name is Mark Hoppus, and he's a member of Blink-182, which is one of my favorite bands. And during a little rough time of Blink-182, he went and was in another band for a little while where he wrote and sang. And in this song, he has a lyric that always sticks out to me when I hear this. So here it is. The past is only the future with the lights on. So I think you can take that a couple of ways. I mean, when I first heard it, you can kind of think about like hindsight. In the past, the lights are on. You can see the past. You can't see the future because the lights aren't on yet, and it hasn't happened. There's also this idea, though. The more I've thought about it, as we solidified this for tonight, sort of this idea that time is, or things that happen are cyclical. So in the past, you've got the lights on, and you're just waiting for the lights to be turned on in the future, and it's just going to kind of be the same thing over and over again. I mean, like you walk into your house, you can turn the kitchen light on, and it's still the same. And it's the same that you just left it.
If you want to see what's going to happen, just look at what has happened.
Right.
Those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it, kind of thing.
Right.
Although, well, that's not exactly the same thing, is it? Because that suggests that you can change the future to something different by learning the lessons of the past that you can see.
That's the two, though. Like hindsight, you can see in the past, but you can't see in the future yet, which means you could learn from the past. Or maybe it just, I mean, one of my favorite quotes from a TV show, Battlestar Galactica. Anybody?
I heard it. Heard of it.
All of this has happened before, and it will all happen again. I mean, so there could be, I don't know. I kind of can interpret this two ways.
Well, Solomon goes with the cyclical interpretation in Ecclesiastes. The book of Ecclesiastes begins with these questions. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun? A generation goes and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun goes down and hastens to the place where it rises. The wind blows to the south and goes around to the north, and around goes the wind. And on its circuits the wind returns. All streams run to the sea, but the sea is not full. To the place where the streams flow, there they flow again. All things are full of weariness. A man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. What has been is what will be. It's almost exactly what that says. And what has been done is what will be done. And there is nothing new under the sun.
Well, it goes with that the old saying: if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. You're just creating a pattern. One thing that stood out to me about this is, or at least I thought about when I saw this, we spend way too much time worrying about both of these things, right? We worry a ton about the past. Maybe that's just me.
No.
But we see the past in full light, right? Because we've lived that past. We know it and we dwell on it. We replay things. We think, if I ever had the chance to do that again, I would do it differently. And this is how I would do it. And we spend a lot of time there. And on the other end, we spend a lot of time thinking about the future. And I would say a lot of times we're thinking about the future in fear. We don't quite know what's out there. In reality, we probably do, but we're afraid of it. And we miss today. We spend a lot of time looking backwards and a lot of time looking forward, but we don't always look around where we are right now. And we miss a lot of opportunities because we're so focused on one or the other. We also spend a lot of time looking backwards. And if you're looking where you've been, you're looking back, you can't look forward and you can't determine where you are right now. And just through kind of some of my life lessons, I've really had to learn to focus on what I can control in this moment. And it may be I can control this minute. And once you get good at controlling this minute, maybe you can go out as far as saying, I can control this hour. And if you get really good at what's going on in that hour, you can go out and say, I can control this day. But beyond today, there's no guarantee of tomorrow. What happened in the past, what you've done in the past is done. You can't go back, you fix it. There's no, you can make amends for it. You can change your decisions today over what you've done in the past, but nothing you do today changes what happened back then. And nothing you do today is really going to change a lot of what happens tomorrow, because both of those things are totally out of our control. One, because we've lived it and you can't go back. And one, because I might have a major coronary tonight and not wake up in the morning. We're not guaranteed anything. I took my helmet off. The tornado could get me tonight.
It's true.
But I think we lose the importance of the now, because we spend so much time looking at those two polar ends of life.
Now is all you really have.
It really is.
I would add to what you were saying that the light that shines on the past is a deceptive light. Our memories are not accurate.
Absolutely.
Our memories of how we felt about things, we tell stories about the past to make sense of it, and we believe our own stories. They are always flawed. Some of them are more accurate than others. But if you're struggling with your past, I think it's helpful to visit the idea that maybe you're not remembering what really happened anyway.
I think that's really
And
wise.
if you're not, you can tell yourself a different story. Now, you don't need to lie. That's not what I mean. Look at it from a different perspective. In other words, learn to forgive yourself. Learn maybe some reasons why you did what you regret you did, and come to terms with it. And part of the story about the past is I can move on from that.
That's right. I'm not defined by what happened then.
Yeah, I'm not that person anymore.
That's right. I'm defined by what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
I choose to sort of side on the whole hindsight type of thing, because I mean, in my line of work and just the way my brain thinks, you learn from the past. I mean, safety rules are written in blood, they say. Or, when something happens, if you can do kind of the postmortem on it, you can find things to improve and prevent maybe that condition or conditions like it, if not that specific one, from happening again. I don't really like the whole cyclical kind of thing, because I mean, to y'all's point, you can change what you do in the future if you learn from your past. I mean, there absolutely people get stuck in like a vicious cycle and they can't get out of something because they don't know how, or they can't get help, or don't know that they're in it. But in that way, I guess the cyclical idea works. But I think for the people that truly use their past as a learning opportunity and a tool, then they can change what happens in the future. I mean, like you said, if you do something bad to somebody or bad in general, you can just not do that anymore. I'm oversimplifying, but
and you can make amends for it. You can be grateful for the opportunity you have today,
right,
to make those amends. But I think there's more benefit to learning from the past than worrying about the future.
Agree.
Because like you said, the reason there are safety labels on things is because some stupid person did something they shouldn't have. And they're reminding us, hey, if you do this one thing, it could cost you.
Yep.
And so in some ways the past, but I think sometimes we get caught up, like you said, looking at it, this past lit up by kind of deceptive thoughts or
Deceptive light.
yeah, twisted by kind of our feelings and emotions and clouded by our memories, because our memories they're not exact.
They're not.
And when you get stuck in that, where you're not using the past to grow, but you're living in the past, reliving those horrors, punishing yourself for those things, well, you limit your future. So don't even worry about the future, but you really limit today. You're letting what has happened control your happiness in the moment. And you can't undo what's happened. You can only change where you are. I mean, literally right now.
Right.
I mean, and I think that's the dangerous side of the past. There are benefits to it.
Sure.
I don't want to diss your quote, but I don't really see room for the hindsight interpretation because
Oh, he's dissing
if you take some of the words out of this, he's basically saying the past is the future.
Mm-hmm.
You take out only the, and
Yeah.
with the lights on, and he's saying the past is the future.
And in the song, there is the song is about a cyclical type of event happening with, in whatever life he's singing about. And so, yeah, he wrote it that way. Because I am reinterpreting it to make it more positive for myself. Right. And
well, that the lights on the past, you can't see the future. That concept gives you the hindsight interpretation, which is, I like that interpretation better too.
I like to use this quote though at work, and I don't run around saying everything. It's just in my head when we have an incident, and after every incident, just like when a plane crashes or when I don't know, a police officer gets in trouble and
dolphin runs into a
ship. There's always I call them after action reports. I don't like postmortem as a term when there's not a death involved, but when we think about those things as learning opportunities, not placing blame. And I've instituted the glue clause here, but when we have an incident at work and we go and investigate and then issue a report. One of the big things that I always say to the people that were involved and may have done something in hindsight, not smart. I always say, like, look, your name is in here. It is not intended to place blame and make you feel bad. It's intended for us to learn in the future. And this quote or this lyric always just kind of resonates in my brain when I'm having those kind of conversations, which is why I kind of choose to believe, and I don't know, maybe I misunderstood it at the very beginning of my knowledge of this song. But
no, I think it's the image that you focus on.
Yeah.
And this, I love it. The lights on the past and the future is dark. So I have a question. If you could turn the light on to your future, would you?
No, I can barely control what I'm doing today.
I mean, it's the question, would you want to know how you die? Or
Right.
something? And I don't want to know
I think
what's in front of me.
I think something like that we were talking about basically anxiety a few minutes ago. That right there, I think, would create the most anxiety you could create in a human being, because if you knew how you were going to die, you're going to die in a car wreck. Well, you're never getting in a car again, are you? Or you're going to die from, I don't know, some infection. Well, you're going to become a bubble boy, right? And you're going to create you're going to create this anxiety in yourself because, at least in this specific example, you don't know the when. So you're going to try to avoid that, and you won't be able to, because that's your future. I wouldn't want to know.
That's where
Have you
the
ever seen
saying ignorance is bliss
Yep.
comes from.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the movie Big Fish?
Yes.
The main character, Albert Finney's character, which is also played by Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's his name? Ewan McGregor.
I like that it's just played by Obi-Wan.
Yeah. he looks into a witch's glass eye or something and sees how he's going to die, which leads him to become this really brave, bold person throughout his life.
Yeah, because
people would say, "Were you scared?" And he said, "No, because that's not how I'm going to die."
Right.
Yeah.
And
I can see that side of it.
So for him, it was an advantage. But ever since I saw that movie, I thought I would not be that way.
I know my personality too.
I'd be so neurotic about the whole thing for my whole life.
I think if you knew like time and place, then that becomes a little different, right? Even though, I mean, you can't stop time, so you're still anxious. But if you knew you were going to die in 15 years, is there anything you could do to change that time?
Yeah, but my luck, it would be like you're going to die in 5.
Right.
4.
Yeah, right.
3. that would be my
3.5.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've talked about Steve Jobs and how he said the best thing that ever happened to him was learning that he was going to die.
Yeah.
He had a bad prognosis that he was able to push back a little bit, but he said he accomplished more after he realized how short his life was going to be.
I think it takes a special person to basically know the time and place of his. I mean, Steve Jobs basically knew time and place of his death.
He basically had the light turned on to his future,
right?
In a way,
and he chose to use his remaining time, for all of his accomplishments. And I mean, look at them. I mean, some of us walk around with it in our pocket. I mean, he didn't he you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, But this wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
But I bet you a majority of people would freeze up and fall into depression or whatever and not do that and change the world.
Of course, the Bible tells us it's appointed that all men should die. So, I mean, the light on the future is we ain't making it off this planet alive.
Right.
And so do I need to know exactly when? Nah. Do I want to know? Nah, I got enough going on in the next 5 minutes to keep me busy.
I mean, one thing is for certain, you'll find out.
Yeah.
One day.
Yep.
Well, I think what we're pulling from this is learn from your past, learn from your failures, your mistakes, learn from history, and live in the present.
But don't dwell on them. Learn from them, but don't dwell on them.
Move forward in your present. And don't worry about the future.
And control the things you can control. There's some things just absolutely out of our control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were pushing it a while ago when you said a day. Because I think maybe you can control half a day.
Yeah.
For me, that's about my limits.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at the point where I try to make it. When I get to work in the morning, my goal is to make it to lunch. And I think I can somewhat handle what goes on, but at any moment, something may walk in that I'm not prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
But then it comes down
that's happened.
Yeah. And then
we've got a story on this show about that.
That's right. And then it's one of those things that you just control what you can control. And that's all you can do. And that's all anyone can expect of you.
Yeah.
And if they expect more, they're being unrealistic. Good quote.
Well, and you
quotation.
Sorry, Joel. You were never gonna live up to whatever their expectation was.
No, but I got it out of the floor.
You did. you did. You did.
So Drew, next week, are you bringing the song lyric?
Yeah, I already know what I'm going to do. So
oh, cool.
I'll bring it next week.
All right. That gives me time to
Is that the earliest we've ever known a passage?
Maybe.
On passages?
It was one I threw out there several weeks ago, and then I chickened out because I thought they don't want to do song lyrics.
Shoot.
I think it's cool.
When you opened that up, I was like, well, I'm going to bring mine.
I'm going to go back to my concert videos and see if I can find one that I can use more than the articles in the sentence or the lyric as my quotation.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Make sure that you go to YouTube and subscribe. Even if you don't watch us on the YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe. It helps us out. We're trying to get that number up. Also, on all the other platforms.
Maybe share it if you find it in your heart.
Link. Look for the shorts that go out. Those are easy to share, fun to
and then
repost.
Also subscribe on whatever you're listening to us on right now.
You could go to every platform
you could
and subscribe. follow
you
whatever
do,
the term is.
Patrick will give you a hug.
Hmm.
Sorry.
We'll
I mean,
see.
Doubtful.
I'll dangle it out there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I suspect this time next week we may have some updates on the aliens.
Yeah.
It's going to be released, so looking forward to the chaos that ensues from that.
And maybe we'll have a report from our field reporter because I hear they might have had some storm issues.
Yes, we were going to have a field report tonight, but the storms, while they bypassed us, did go down south, and Andrew had some damage to his home.
Does Montgomery area have a James Spann?
I think they have James Spann, maybe.
Okay, so I guess he is.
They have a local.
He is covering, I guess, the whole state. Now. I can't look at Jason right now.
I think he's actually covering somewhere over there near the East Coast to the West Coast, and from Canada to the Gulf of America.
Really?
I think he could. I think he covers it all.
I have no doubt in his ability to do it. By the way, James Spann.
James, I'm being satirical.
We could use a shout out.
I'm being satirical,
for people
James.
who live in Montgomery,
really
who do they watch?
I have no
idea.
They
do they turn on? Now I guess they can turn on James Spann because he's got the Alabama Weather Network.
Yeah.
But who's their like local James Spann?
In Georgia, it was Glenn Burns, and I don't think he's still doing it.
Yeah,
he was old when I was a kid.
Maybe that can be part of the remote report.
Yeah,
next week.
There's a Temu James Spann down there in Montgomery.
Every other meteorologist is a Temu James Spann.
He wears his suspenders backwards.
Yeah.
All right, this is getting weird, so we're gonna
just one on
tap
the
out.
front too.
All right. Stay with us. There's more to come on Passages.
And Patrick.